So gold, okay, gold might give us a setup. So we can see here, we had a sweep, we rejected from this 4-hour demand, and now gold is giving us a setup. If of course it will give us a fair value gap, we need to wait for this 5-minute candle to close. Let me look at my checklist real quick because I only want to take A+ setups. Okay, so in terms of higher time frame confluence, we do have a very beautiful higher time frame confluence. Gold seems bullish as well. On the hourly, we swept a pretty decent liquidity level. Okay, we didn't went a lot under it, which is great. And on the 5-minute, let's look at the 5-minute. So the liquidity level is good. Displacement seems aggressive if we can have a gap like this one here. This is a pretty good gap. It's pretty big, which is great. We have a clear break of structure, okay, above this high right here with this impulsive bullish candle. The gap is good, market structure shift looks good, and we also have a shift right after the sweep, okay? So in my opinion, this right here is a A+ setup, okay, and we should get ready to take it, depending on, of course, if this candle will close like this. If it will close like this, then of course we will take it. If not, we won't. And looks like gold might give us a setup, okay? Looks like gold might definitely give us a setup. Okay, so let me prepare the order here. All right, stop loss will be below this low around here. Okay, and then TP as per usual 1 to 2. Okay, so this is how the setup will look like. Of course, we still have to wait 2 more minutes to make sure this candlestick will close bullish. This is a good looking setup. I mean, we need to wait and see because maybe it will give a second gap as well. And if it does, then we will adjust the entry. Okay. But yeah, so far this looks pretty promising. So yeah, looks like gold might give us a second VVG. If that's the case, then we will move our entry over here. Okay, let's see if it's still valid though. So I don't think it's not going to be valid anymore. I mean, unless it will be a smaller gap. It's a shame because this would have been a beautiful setup, I'm not gonna lie. This would have been a beautiful setup, but let's see, maybe the price will retrace here and it will close the gap. But apart from that, I really don't see anything else. And like I said, guys, this year, 2025, is the year where I focus on A+ setups, okay? It's the year when I'm focusing on A+ setups. I will be super picky with the setups that I'm taking. This might mean that there will be days with no setups, maybe multiple days in a row. I don't care. I don't care. I want to get the best setups possible. This is my goal for 2025 when it comes to trading. I've already mentioned it multiple times in the previous sessions from December, and I want to keep myself accountable in front of you guys, in front of myself. Like I said, I will be super picky and only pick the A+ setups. That's literally it. Okay, let's see. Gold might retrace. All right, gold might retrace, and who knows? Maybe it's gonna trigger us with this candlestick. Okay, we just gotta wait and see. It's good that it's retracing. And now let's see. Would this be a valid entry here? Entry would be there. Stop loss would be here. And let's see if we have a 1 to 2 till that level. Yeah. Only just, but it's still valid. But let's see because it looks like price wants to retrace. Okay, and if it does, then maybe it will trigger us here. Okay, we need to wait and see. Okay, 2 more minutes left until this candlestick will close. We might readjust the setup to the new gap, which would look something like this. Okay, let me make sure it's good, like that. Same stop loss and TP at 1 to 2, which is perfect. Okay, it's within the range. Let's see, it's going to be close. but let's see, isn't this gap too small? Nah, it's still valid. It's still a valid looking gap. Okay. So prepare to readjust the setup. All right, let's see. Yeah, this one became invalid, and now setting the new one. Still looking good. I still like how the setup looks. Of course, I would have preferred to get an entry here on the first fair value gap, but still the second one is okay. It's still a valid VVG in my opinion. TP is within the range, okay? 1 to 2 right here. So now we just gotta wait, okay? We just gotta wait and see whether it will trigger or not. If of course it's going to give us a third gap, the entry will remain here, okay? And then on the fourth gap, we will disconsider the setup. So yeah, I mean, this is a good looking setup, guys. I'm not gonna lie. This is a good looking setup. Only small minus is this small gap here. I would prefer to see a bigger gap, but apart from that, everything looks A+, okay? We broke this high here as well, which is giving us better confidence. So yeah, I mean, nothing to complain about. Nothing to complain about when it comes to the setup. And let's see. Might trigger us now, and okay, we are in this trade. So let's update in the group that we are in the trade. And then we'll go over the pairs and we'll start discussing. I know it's been a pretty, thanks Dan, nice one. You're welcome. You're welcome, brother. See you in a bit. All right, so the take profit was hit. It's the next day now. Right here is exactly when I entered the trade yesterday. As you guys saw, I was able to catch it live with my community members in our private coaching session. And it was a great trade. I'm not gonna lie, nothing to complain about. It was a great way to start this year because this was my first trade of 2025. And it was great. As soon as I entered it, it went straight into profit, faced no drawdown, and now it smashed my take profit for a beautiful 2RR. Everyone in my group is buzzing about this trade. Someone secured almost $3,000 on it. We have Alex that secured 2K on his phase 2, 100K, and then he has another 100K, which is a phase 1, and on that one he secured 1.8K. I myself risked 0.5% on this trade on my 200K prop from account, and therefore I made 1%. And there's plenty more people that made really good profits with this trade. And now I thought, why not to do a quick recap on it to show you guys exactly why I took this A+ setup, because like I said, this trade was A+ potential. Right here is exactly when I opened the chart. Okay, first thing that I did is I marked my liquidity levels. This was the bottom one and this was the upper one. Okay, the bottom one was swept, as we can all see. The only thing that I saw on the hourly time frame is that price immediately tried to reverse after the sweep, which is a good confluence in my opinion. Okay, because I don't like to see something like this. I never like to see price go extremely low after it swept the liquidity and only then start to reverse. The sooner I see the reverse, the better. Okay, so that was a first little confluence that I saw. Then I moved up to the 4-hour time frame, and on the 4-hour is where I was able to identify my higher time frame confluence. Price was rejecting beautifully from this 4-hour unmitigated demand level. That's why I draw a line right here and I named it 4-hour demand to know that, okay, I have a higher time frame confluence on this specific trade. I then dragged it and then I went on the 5-minute. And on the 5-minute, when I opened the chart on the 5-minute, I think it was around 16:35. Yeah, it was right here. And I told myself, okay, I have a beautiful liquidity sweep and price is showing a rejection right afterwards. I have a higher time frame confluence because price is at a 4-hour unmitigated demand level. This right here is a A+ potential because of that. Okay, all I am waiting for now is a aggressive market structure shift on the 5-minute to confirm this A+ setup. Okay, that's basically the final thing that I am looking for, because if I don't get a beautiful aggressive market structure shift, then automatically this is not a A+ setup. Okay, so let's play the price on the 5-minute and check this out. Okay, boom. Very beautiful break of structure. We broke structure right here very impulsively. We have this fair value gap right here looking really good. And initially I wanted to enter on this fair value gap, but check this out, guys. We play one more candle and there's a second fair value gap. Okay, we have another fair value gap right here and I entered on this second fair value gap. This is where I wanted to enter the markets. My stop loss was below this low right here. And then of course I targeted 2RR, as you guys already know. Okay, so let's play the price. Right here I entered the trade, and as we can see, it had a beautiful reaction to that fair value gap. It went to the upside, and now we can go on the hourly time frame to play the price faster. Okay, and it played around. It had a small pullback here, but then it went to the upside again, and now it smashed my TP right here. Okay, so this is once again exactly why I took this setup, this beautiful A+ setup. It had everything on point. There was no reason for me to not take it, and it played out perfectly. Okay, it played out perfectly, and as I mentioned earlier, my goal for this year of 2025 is to focus on these A+ setups only. Okay, I only want to take A+ setups, quality over quantity, and I would highly recommend you guys to try and aim for that as well, because trust me, you will see great results. And yeah, on that note, I really hope you guys enjoy this type of video. Maybe I'll do some more in the future if you guys of course enjoy them. Make sure to drop a like, a comment, feel free to share this video as well, and till the next one, if you guys want to see a trading challenge with me where I basically traded in my car for a full day to see how much money I can make, make sure to click this video here. And on that note, I want to wish you all the best and take care.